our project
Can
with
you
the
hear it?
Zakat calculator, which is a mobile application. Zakat is mandatory practice in Islam. Every Muslim who are eligible must pay zakat. It is basically involving the annual donation of 2.5% of a person's wealth. Zakat was made mandatory. It was to help the less fortunate and the needy people. Now, manual zakat calculation could lead to inaccuracy, or there could be issues, or there might be people who don't know the threshold necessity, the eligibility after which they are supposed to pay zakat. And that's why we decided to make this application. The problem statement is as follows, that it is zakat calculation is intricate and prone to inaccuracy, and some people might not know a lot about zakat and on what all things it is applicable. For example, it is applicable on gold, silver, camel, sheep if the person owns it, wheat, raisins, etc. So all these things we decided to include in our application. The technology that we used was Flutter, Firebase, and Figma. The features of our app is we had 3 pages included in our application. The first would be the home page, which will give two options to the users. The first would be the calculation, zakat calculation option, and the other would be the financial education section. The calculator section would have several attributes where they are to enter the values, and then it would calculate the zakat for the user, whereas the financial education section would include what a zakat is and how is it different from khums, fitra or sadaqah, and what all things is zakat applicable, and is the person eligible to pay zakat or not. That is, if he has that amount of wealth or those things that he owns, the minimum amount on which he after which he is supposed to pay zakat. And if the person is applicable, then how to calculate it, that will also be mentioned in the financial education section. And then, why is zakat important for a Muslim? What is zakat al-fitra? What are terms and conditions of the possessions and the persons paying zakat? This will include the conditions, the minimum wealth owned by that person, and the condition of that person, if that person is baligh, if that person has aql, and all these things. And then we're paying zakat, so who are we supposed to give it to? Should we give it to the needy people directly, or should we give it to the imams that are there in masjids? All these things. Where is it supposed to be disposed? The future scope, we thought that we would add user authentication in the beginning, so that we could also calculate the analysis and analyze all the users and their financial analysis and everything, but then we couldn't add the backend, so we put this in our future scope. And then multiple currency support and notification feature, that so that we would be updating the if we are updating the calculation section or the financial education section, then the user is notified with that feature. This was the prototype of our app. The 3 pages, these are the attributes included, and this would be the options available to all the users. And that was it. Thank you very much.
And their demo